Hi, this is Pernille. I thought I'd share with you my Project Life spreads for March. Here in April, I received the this Life Noted kit from the Scraptastic Kit Club for the first time, and I used it to document March. The way I do Project Life is I have the photos printed out online. I do not print them out myself. So once a month I sit down and I order all the photos. And that's how I do it. I do not have a printer that I don't have a selfie or anything to print out the photos myself. So I thought I'd share with you week 10 and perhaps week 11. That depends on how long the video ends up being. So I can't fit the spread. I can't fit it in the frame at once, but I give you kind of a panoramic view. And starting with the title card. The title card is not from the kit. That is from my stash. That is from the Craft Core kit. And I used the stamp set from the kit to write out UT, and that means week 10. And I just wrote the dates from the 3rd to the 9th of March, and I used some sequins to decorate it. And this is just washi from my stash, grey washi. And that is just a photo that I snapped, a random photo that I snapped one day driving home. I came past this lake. It's far. It's not that far from our home, so I snapped the picture. And that week I finally found some of these flowers in the garden. I've been looking for them for quite some time. At that point I was really, really tired of snow and cold weathers and yuck. I was desperately waiting for spring. So when they appeared in the garden I was really pleased. So I snapped the photo. I don't know what they're called in English. Sorry. And I used one of those snap label stickers. And I just used, that is some of those homemade enamel dots, as you can see, and I just used some pony beads and melted them in the oven like everyone else seems to be doing right now, and I quite like the result. They're a bit bigger than the large enamel dots, but quite nice and much cheaper. And this journal card and this photo goes together. This is from the craft kit as well, and that just talks about how my daughter has started doing pocketed page scrapbooking herself, and that makes me really happy because it's something that we can do together. And I've made this box of supplies for her that she can use whenever she wants to without asking me. And I snapped a photo of that because that week she started her own photo album. And I just decorated the journal card with a heart from the kit, and this is from my stash. That is one of those wood veneer arrows from Studio Calico. And those stickers are from a Danish or Scandinavian craft store called Panduro Hobby. And they have these stickers that has some of the Scandinavian letters. We have 28 letters in our alphabet, so we have more letters than the English, and so that sticker set comes in handy quite often when I need to spell out something in Danish. That is from the kits, and I just backed it on a piece of scrap paper, and I used some of the sequins, and that's it. Wasn't very creative, but I like the result. That journaling card goes together with this photo, and that is of my kids at Saturday morning. So I used a bead to dot Saturday, so it says what Saturday looks like, and it just talks about how every Friday night for several weeks of March and April, we watched X Factor, the X Factor shows, the Danish version in television, and But the show was on late Friday night, and it ended up too late, so they never got to see the results of the votations until Saturday morning. We have something called TV on demand where you can watch shows whenever you want to. So for some weeks that was a tradition. Saturday morning they would sit on the sofa and watch the result of the votations. And that's, so I used that card. That card came in quite handy. That was perfect. And I used that arrow is something I printed out myself on transparency. And that card is my daughter. She is very much into paper crafting these days, and sometimes she borrows books on paper crafting on her school library. And that week she started making Easter decorations. So, and I just used a label from Ellie Studio, I believe. I stapled it on and used some of the enamel dots from the kits. Over here is Saturday and Sunday. My kids both had these shelves I made for them quite some time ago, and we finally got them on the wall. They're small shelves that you use to display some of the things, memorabilia and stuff that you really like. I don't know what they're called in English. And I just backed it with scraps of scrapbooking paper. So that journaling card goes with both photos, and that is just a filler card from the Fifth and Frolic collection. And that card is from the Amy Chandarine mini kits. I can't remember what it's called. Is it called? Yes, please. Perhaps, I can't remember. And that is just a scrap paper that I cut into size. Starting with this one, I just layered a scrap of paper and some washi and brad from my stash and some of the sequin. And that's my daughter, and I just layered some washi from my stash, used those stickers again and some enamel dots, and that is one of those tabs from the kit. And these are letters, stickers from the kit as well, and those stars is from my stash. And down here is these two goes together. My daughter got some new shelves for her room. That is from that IKEA. It's the small version of the Expedit. And she needed some new shelving that could make it easier for her to keep her room tidy. So that Saturday we kind of sorted out all her stuff into those teal boxes. And I just wrote about that on this card from the craft kit and used this stamp set again. And this one, this leaf, is from the Amy Tangerine +1 collection, one of the die cuts. That's just a filler card. I didn't do anything to that one. And these two goes together. I used the setting on the camera where you can press down the button and it just snaps a whole series of photos, and you can sort of see the motion. And my daughter has been practicing blowing bubbles when she's chewing chewing gum, and she was really, well, she wasn't satisfied because she couldn't do it for a very long time, and it made her sad. But that weekend she finally figured out the art of blowing bubbles. So I snapped the photo, and I really like that I managed to get a photo when it pops. And I just used the program Photosheet on my computer to make it into collage. And that one is just from the Coral kit. I used some stickers from my stash, some of the sequins, and just wrote about that finally she masters the art. And that's it for week 10. And I think I'll end my video here because it's already about 10 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you can understand what I say. So, bye.